Bridgerton Season 3 gave us romance, scandal, and a shocking twist with Penelope's Lady Whistledown reveal. But now that her story is complete, fans are already asking who's next. Will Benedict finally find the mysterious masked woman who steals his heart? Could Francesca's quiet marriage lead to an unexpected forbidden romance? Or is Eloise about to step into the spotlight with a story that breaks all the rules? Season 4 is shaping up to be the most unpredictable yet, and the clues are everywhere if you know where to look. Season 3 ended with Penelope and Colin finally coming together, tying the knot and welcoming a child. Her secret identity as Lady Whistledown was revealed and dealt with, bringing a natural end to her arc. Now, attention is shifting to which siblings' love story will take center stage next. All signs seem to point toward either Benedict or Francesca, though fans have strong theories that Eloise might also be in the spotlight. Benedict's arc is clearly moving towards something big. In Season 3, he explored his sexuality and seemed more comfortable being himself. His relationship with Lady Tilly and her friend Paul brought a new side of him to light, showing that he's not afraid to go beyond society's expectations. But he also made it clear he wasn't ready to settle down. When Tilly asked for exclusivity, Benedict turned her down, choosing freedom over commitment. This makes his eventual love story even more intriguing because we know he's not the type to jump into just any romance. The finale of Season 3 hinted strongly at Benedict's future. Eloise told him she'd return for their mother Violet's masquerade ball event that holds a lot of meaning if you've read the books. That ball is where Benedict meets Sophie Beckett, a woman in disguise. They connect instantly, but she disappears afterward, and he spends years trying to find her again. If the show follows that story, then Season 4 could introduce Sophie, setting up a love story that unfolds over multiple seasons. The timeline fits too. Sophie and Benedict's original story takes place about a year after Colin and Penelope's wedding. And since Penelope has already given birth, we're close to that timeline. Benedict's bisexuality adds another layer to his future romance. How he navigates telling Sophie about his past relationships will be an emotional challenge. If Sophie is introduced in Season 4, the show will likely explore how Benedict reconciles his need for freedom with falling in love. Fans are curious whether the series will portray Benedict's sexuality in a nuanced way, especially since Netflix seems committed to representing diverse identities. Meanwhile, Francesca's storyline is also becoming more complex. She surprised everyone by marrying John Sterling in a quiet ceremony. She's always been one of the more reserved Bridgertons, so this step showed growth. But the real twist came when she met Michaela, John's cousin, before traveling to Scotland. Francesca was visibly shaken by Michaela's presence, so much so that she forgot her own name. That kind of reaction wasn't subtle. It strongly hints that the show is rewriting Francesca's original love story from the books. In the novels, Francesca ends up falling in love with John's cousin Michael after John dies. But in the series, that cousin is now Michaela, suggesting that Francesca might explore her queerness. If that's the case, it would completely change her romantic path. The writers have already set up a deep, immediate connection between Francesca and Michaela, and the potential for a powerful, slow-burn romance is there. Given the historical setting, their relationship will likely be filled with secrecy and emotional tension. There's also the question of the heir. In the show, Michaela can't bear children, and Francesca, as Countess of Kilmartin, will be expected to produce an heir. That pressure could force her into a difficult choice: marry a man to secure her family's legacy, or follow her heart and pursue Michaela. The show could explore creative ways for them to stay together, perhaps with Francesca having a child with her late husband, or remarrying someone willing to allow her freedom. Either way, it's a story full of emotional weight, and it would bring a fresh kind of representation to the series. Another possibility is that Season 4 will cover both Benedict and Francesca's stories at the same time. The two narratives can fit alongside each other without feeling rushed. Francesca's mourning period after John's death could take place during the same 2-year gap when Benedict is searching for Sophie. That overlapping timeline would allow the show to develop both characters deeply, giving fans 2 emotional arcs to follow. Both siblings are at turning points in their lives, dealing with identity, love, and societal expectations. Eloise is another wild card. At the end of Season 3, she chose to travel to Scotland with Francesca and John. This step is important because Eloise has always pushed back against marriage and the life expected of her. Her story in the books involves a deep connection with Sir Philip Crane through letters, following Marina's death. In the show, Marina hasn't been seen, and her fate hasn't been addressed. But in the books, Marina dies, and Philip is left raising her children. Eloise eventually meets him and takes on that role, though she struggles with it at first. Some fans believe Eloise's season could come before Benedict's Praken, especially since the series has already mixed up the order of the book. In the first half of Season 3, Eloise had a lot of screen time and faced emotional struggles, especially with Penelope. This pattern fits what we've seen before. Main characters often go through hardship in the season before their spotlight. For example, Penelope hit rock bottom in Season 2 before becoming the lead in Season 3. There's also speculation that Eloise might end up with Lord Debeling, the quiet, well-traveled man who briefly courted Penelope. He shares Eloise's curiosity about the world and might suit her better than someone like Philip, who represents the more traditional life she seems to avoid. Still, if the series follows the books, then Philip could appear in Season 4 and be developed slowly across multiple episodes. The show might even hint at Philip through color cues and subtle interactions. Fans noticed that Eloise wore green often in Season 3, the same color associated with Philip in the books. Small choices like that can be early signs of future storylines. Plus, Claudia Jessie, who plays Eloise, has been a big part of promotions this season, which could mean she has a bigger role coming up. At this point, it's difficult to say who will take the lead. It could be Benedict, with Sophie finally entering the story. It could be Francesca, navigating grief and forbidden love. Or it could even be Eloise, stepping into a new world of romance and personal change. But no matter which direction the show takes, there's no doubt that Season 4 will be packed with emotional twists and character growth. One thing that's certain is the wait. With Season 3 just wrapping up and production schedules often stretching over a year or more, we might not see Season 4 until mid or late 2026. There are no spin-offs currently announced, so unless a surprise project drops, Bridgerton fans will have to be patient. Still, the speculation and excitement are keeping the fandom alive. The cast lineup hasn't been confirmed yet, but based on Season 3's ending, we can expect returns from Francesca, Violet, Marcus, Eloise, Benedict, Queen Charlotte, and likely Penelope and Colin. Even though Penelope closed the Lady Whistledown chapter, the showrunner has confirmed that she and Colin will still be part of the story. That also means we'll likely see the Featherington family again. Characters like Michaela Sterling will probably get expanded roles, especially if Francesca's story moves forward. If we spend more time in Scotland, the show may introduce new characters tied to the Kilmartin estate. On Benedict's side, if Sophie is introduced, her world will also need to be built up with side characters, friends, and obstacles. And if Eloise's story begins, we could see Sir Philip Crane or even Marina's children make appearances. It's a rich setup with multiple paths, and that's part of what makes Bridgerton so exciting. Whether Season 4 sticks closely to the books or continues to remix events, there's no shortage of emotional journeys to explore. Whether it's Benedict falling for a woman he can't recognize, Francesca choosing love over duty, or Eloise walking into a romance she never wanted, Season 4 has the potential to change everything we thought we knew about the Bridgertons. But with so many paths ahead, only one thing is certain: not everyone will get a happy ending. So the real question is, whose story are we truly ready to see unfold? If you enjoyed unraveling these Bridgerton Season 4 theories and you're just as obsessed with hidden clues, character arcs, and jaw-dropping twists, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a deep dive. Until then, keep binge-watching and theorizing. We'll see you in the next one.